So now let's talk about deleting and recovering files inside of Microsoft Windows 10. In order to delete file, I'm going to go to my file manager right here, and I'm going to go onto my libraries and onto my documents. So under documents, I have my folder TestTube folder, just like that, as you can see. So now I'm just going to maximize this, and over here you'll be able to see that there's the folders that we created in last lesson. So I'm just going to delete them. So I'm going to go on to the internal folder, and let's say I want to delete some files. In order to delete the file, I can actually choose the file that I want, or control click and choose two files that I want. I can press the delete key here, or I can actually hover over, and I can also press Control D as my keyboard shortcut, or I can simply press the delete key on my keyboard, which deletes the file. But that does not actually completely delete the file. So when you delete the file, it actually stays for a recovery inside of recycle bin, which is accessible in desktop. So you can actually double click over here, and you can see that the files are still there. So if you want to restore the file, you can actually select one of the file right here, or select all of the file, and you can restore just the selected item or restore all items. So I'm going to click on restore the selected item, and you can see that back on the folder that file comes back. I can click on restore all items. So I'm going to delete both of these, and you'll be able to see that it has moved on to recycle bin. So think of recycle bin as a final folder where all of the files are collected before you finally decide to erase them off. So all of the files are deleted, and if you click on restore all items, it asks me whether I want to restore. So irrespective of where you deleted it from, it remembers where you deleted the files from and keeps them there. So if I were to actually go over here and delete this file as well, you can see that there's a 4 list just like this. But you can select this, restore all item, press yes, and you can see that where you deleted the file from, it goes right back in there. If you were to delete a folder, let's say for example, delete the folder, the folder actually goes in here. So you do have to restore the whole folder. You cannot access the file content of the folder. So you can restore the selected file just like this. Let's say you completely want to delete the file. So let's try that out with this right here. So I'm going to add 2. So I'm holding shift and selecting both of this. I'm going to delete this out. So I can completely delete this by going over here, and I can right click. I can delete this. I can right click and delete the selected file. It asks me whether I want to permanently delete the file. So if I were to press yes, now it is permanently deleted and it's not there in the recycle bin anymore. So you cannot recover this unless you use the specialized software. So over here, let me delete out this file as well. Let me delete out this file as well. So remove, recycle, and you can delete out this file as well. So you can actually go over here and click on empty recycle bin and press yes, and all of them has been deleted now, and they can't be recovered back by default in Windows 10. If you want to avoid the hassle of sending something to recycle bin altogether, you can actually go over here. I'm just going to delete this folder. Instead of just hitting delete, I'm going to hold shift on my keyboard, the shift key, the left or right, doesn't matter. Hold it and press the delete key. Now it asks me whether I want to permanently delete. So you directly go into the permanent delete section. But I tell you not to do this because sometimes you might delete files accidentally and you do not want your files permanently gone. So give it a second thought. So if you were to press yes, you can see that there's no file on the recycle bin. It directly went to permanent deletion. But even though you do this, because of how the hard disk work, you can still recover files by using specialized softwares that actually goes through this content for you. So when you actually delete the file, it is just telling the hard disk drive that the file is not there anymore. So the space where the file was, the file is actually overwritten, can be overwritten by other files, so it does not actually delete the data. So once you actually fill up the hard drive, the old data does go away, so it is not foolproof. But anyways, if you completely want to delete the file, you can use specialized softwares known as shredders to actually completely delete the file off, so there's no way to actually recover those files. But anyways, this is the way how it can be basically done in Microsoft Windows 10. So hope you guys learned something as always, and as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.